They call it austerity as if it was somehow necessary, as if it was just a case of living within our means. It isn't necessary, and it bears no relation to our means. They call it austerity. I call it violence. The violent, murderous edge of a financial system which has been ruthlessly crafted to exploit everything. I find myself in agreement with the way that Gugyapati, the founder of the Eco-Dharma Retreat Centre, puts it. Neoliberalism has actively dismantled the fabric of society and eroded positive community values now for decades. And we're sitting in the end game of that destructive project. They call it austerity. It doesn't even do what they claim. 2/3 of economists said earlier this year that austerity had damaged the economy. In fact, all it has done is to double the wealth of the richest within 5 years, to widen the gap even further. We have an economy now where the poor are paying so that the government can subsidize fossil fuels, subsidize animal agriculture, subsidize large landowners. Banks are conjuring money out of thin air, backed by assets they don't have, in order to enjoy the privilege of repossessing property which they have nothing resembling a moral claim to pay bonuses which are so far out of relationship to real work as to be obscene. Hospitals, schools, libraries like the one we're standing near are being cut, slashed, made to fail so that private businesses can move in, take over the profit-making parts and leave the rest. So when the only party in England to oppose austerity in the last election is at the same time the only party who are not being funded by the wealthiest individuals, the wealthiest corporations, you must imagine that we play a part in the answer to all this. Where else have you heard mention of a citizen's income, of a land value tax? But an opportunity to elect a new government is a long way away now. And we will have to discover new levels of cooperation, new levels of compassion, new levels of ingenuity, to protect the most vulnerable in our country, to thwart the repeated attacks on us all, and to strike back